here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the delay, here's Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now Tua. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Rosas' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, not. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I'm fully good for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
55 is Mike, guys. 55.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Incomplete.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
For the Jets.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the 1st round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
On the coverage.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The shotgun, Breida. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, G, get off the field. Mike, 55.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A first down throw, Darnold. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Dolphins 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Dolphin first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Dolphins 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. It's Robertson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On play action, here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robertson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Dolphins.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal of 29 yards.
Rosas' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, a run with Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. After the interception, here's Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Looking to pass. Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Ertz. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Albrecht Rosa set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. He'll air this one out from mid. He's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tua going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Let's go. Let's go, defense.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Dolphins.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Marlon Mack. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosa's kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rosa set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 28-yard.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He'll air this one out for Mims. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Dolphin ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. They run the counter. Not. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
4 on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Darnold escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Isabella. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Not. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now. Not. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Darnold on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, not. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Hayden Hurst with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to Zach.
A gain of 32 that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Now, 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Complete.
From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 44.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Jones brought him down. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Not. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Brett Maher on.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next.